Hey everyone, it's Saul Maraney here from Johannesburg, South Africa. And today I've got a very special treat for me and for you. And we've got a really wonderful young guy on the call. His name is Aaron Burton. Aaron lives in LA, in Los Angeles, in the USA. He's like 25 years old. And this guy's doing really, really cool stuff with Shopify. You know, last year my theme was to start CPA. And I've started CPA and I'm earning now, Aaron, about $150 to $200 a day. It's going very well. I'm enjoying that. And my mission for this year is
Nice.
to go into e-commerce because I have been watching it, and then your course came out, and I reviewed your course. So, Aaron, thanks so much, dude. Thanks for coming onto the call. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for having me.
Cool, man. Thank you, Aaron. Guys, Aaron's camera's off today. It's not actually working, so we'll do it without his camera, but it's still a wonderful opportunity. Aaron, you're such a young guy, 25 years old, living in LA. Tell us quickly, who's Aaron Burton, and how did you get into internet marketing, and then how did you move into the e-commerce Shopify stuff?
Got you. Yeah, my name is Aaron Burton. I live in LA, just like you said. 25 years old. And it's been a journey, man. No, it took me about, I'd say about 4 years to get to this point. It's been a lot of, uphill, downhill type of things. Um, I was always an entrepreneur. In high school, I would try to figure out ways to make money and things like that. But nothing ever really came out of it. Went to college, um, didn't do too much there, and then I had to figure out, like ways to make money and things like that out of college because you got to pay those student loans and things like that, and you still have to eat. So basically, I dived into internet marketing at around, I believe, 2012, and it was really rocky because in internet marketing you have to like sponsor people and things like that. And if you're not good at closing sales or you're not good at Facebook marketing, then you're not gonna really make any money doing that. So I failed for a while, um, and then I did get actually really good at sponsoring people online, and I joined a company that was an e-commerce company that taught you how to drop ship. And I was doing really good with that on the sponsoring side, and I was doing really good at actually implementing the training. And this was for eBay. So I was drop shipping on eBay, and I still do that to this day. And I've been doing that ever since up until this point. And basically, I jumped into Shopify, and it took me about a week to learn. And right now, I'm averaging about, I think, 130 a day right now.
Wow.
Um,
That's so
yeah.
awesome, my brother. That's awesome. So let me just understand this so I'm clear on what you're saying, because your story is different to everyone's story, but in your story, we can all identify. So you say that I mean, in your case, you particularly young guy, you 25 years old, as we said, and you started about 3 years ago. So you got into internet marketing, you had some debts to pay, you want to eat, and um, that's why it's a good reason to get into any sort of business. And it sounds like you've taken it very seriously, and you started off on you said like with Amazon and eBay, and now you've gone to Shopify, and I can see how well you're doing. I've been through your new course that outlines exactly what you're doing. For anyone that's listening and they a little bit maybe unfamiliar with the terms that we're using, just explain what exactly is Shopify, and then when we hear the term drop shipping, what does that mean, Aaron?
Okay, so Shopify is a platform where you can basically just sell items similar to eBay, and the only difference with Shopify and eBay and Amazon is with Shopify you can actually drive traffic to your store, and you have a lot more control over your store, and I'll go over that a little bit later. But as far as drop shipping, all drop shipping means is you're whenever a customer pays for an item, you go to other sites and you fulfill the orders, and you send the item straight from the internet. You don't have to have any inventory. You don't have to store things in your house or anything like that. And I think that's why most people don't get started with drop shipping because they get confused. about what it actually is, and they don't know if they have to actually have these items in their possession to ship out, and that's not the case. Um,
So you
Basically,
don't even have to have that. You can go to another shop and fulfill it that way.
exactly.
And so what you're showing is Shopify. Shopify is this online platform that allows us to set up our stores, and we can sell anything. We can sell digital products. We can sell physical goods, obviously. And, as you show in the case studies that you show, for example, like a nice product, for example, like a keyring. And I know, Aaron, that the Rugby World Cup is coming up. I'm not sure if you know much about rugby or if you like rugby, but rugby, there are passionate people, especially in South Africa. Like when South Africa played New Zealand last weekend, the whole country was watching. Even though we lost, everyone was watching. And so I was
Hmm.
watching your training, and I was thinking about that because it's the Rugby World Cup is coming up. Plus, obviously, we're also coming up to the holiday season in 4 months. So with Shopify, we could find a niche like, for example, rugby. That's people that are passionate about it and they proud to be rugby supporters. Plus, there's a big event coming up, and then we could go into, as you showed, like Alibaba, AliExpress, and eBay, and we could use tools that you show us to sort of identify what's a great selling product at the moment for a couple of dollars, and then we could find something like that. And then what we're able to do is, as you say, display these products in an e-commerce digital format, so people come and they can see it. And
Hmm.
then we could say the product costs $1.50, that keyring, one could easily sell it for $3, and then drop ship, as you say, go and do those individual orders. And then I guess once you get a bit bigger, you could send those people like CSV files, and they can do it in that way. I wanted to ask you one question that's been on my mind since I went through your training this week. You show like there's a bit of an arbitrage there, that you could find people that like rugby, and you could find these keyrings that are $1.50, and then you explain that we could sell them for like $3. Why would we be able to charge more than someone could, for example, go and get it through eBay themselves? Is it because it's an impulsive buy, or I mean, what? That was one question that I wanted to clarify with you.
Got you. Yeah. So most of it is most of it is impulse buys, and what Facebook does is they basically find the most passionate fans if you target them correctly, and they basically target people who are more likely to purchase. And these people they don't compare prices too much because it's not a big deal unless you're selling something like super expensive. But if it's like something like for $6, they're not gonna really uh, go price compare on eBay. They'll just let you pretty much handle that and fulfill the order. All they want is their order, and that's it.
Awesome. So, okay, great. That answers that. And I hear what you're saying, and I agree. And I know that for me, it's like I go to a convenience store at the gas station at like 2 in the morning, and I know that I'm going to be paying more for like Coca-Cola or any sort of stuff that I want to buy at that hour. I could get it cheaper if I went to a supermarket, but they are convenience, and it is also impulse for me. So I
Exactly.
understand what you're saying about these e-commerce stores. So I see. Am I right in saying for Shopify, it's different to if you had like an Amazon store, if you had an eBay store within Amazon and eBay, say for example, there's built-in traffic. With Shopify, there's no built-in traffic, but then we are able to have a lot more control over our store in terms of buying those apps that you show, and the apps are like, allow people to leave comments and be able to do that nice magnifying glass and all of that sort of stuff. So am I right in saying that with Shopify and with the e-commerce method that you're showing, we are giving up in terms of built-in traffic as Amazon would have or eBay would have?
Hmm.
But that being said, it is also relatively easy and inexpensive to do Facebook advertising and have it really targeted very well if we follow your training and we see exactly the way that you're doing. So for anyone that's watching and they thinking, oh, I'd rather have a store with eBay or directly with Amazon, just talk to us why you say Shopify is like better in many ways.
Yeah. So the big thing is with eBay and Amazon, the traffic is great, but you're basically competing with a whole lot of other people, and there's no guarantee that you're you're even going to get sales to your store because the traffic is divided amongst millions of people. Well, not millions, but hundreds of thousands of sellers, and that traffic is not guaranteed to you. And with Shopify, with a $5 budget, you can have daily visitors coming to your store every day, and you're bound to make a sale if you target the correct people. And as far as control on Shopify, you can control you can you sorry you can control anything. Basically, you can control the reviews. You can control how your store looks. You can basically control everything. And with Amazon and eBay, if you do one wrong thing, they could shut your whole entire account down, and that's really not a position anyone should be in because if you're doing six figures a year and your account gets shut down, that's it. So that's why it's good to have diversity, and you are sacrificing the traffic, but what you're getting is a lot more control, and um, purchasing the traffic is very cheap, and conversions do happen a lot more when you have a Shopify store rather than relying on random from eBay and Amazon.
Yeah, I agree with you completely, and that's exciting. So let's just explain to people the concept of your training. And guys, Aaron has done it. He's doing really well. I mean, if you friend with him on Facebook, he shows his progress. And this guy's he's having $100 days, $150 days. And what's great about it is that Shopify, Aaron, gives you a 2-week free period, if I'm not mistaken, 14 days. So you should be able to even make money within those 14 days. You show us how to do these $5 Facebook posts to make money in terms of advertising and to be able to be laser focused. And that's exciting because I think even to get your course even just for the Facebook training itself, it's worth it. And then the Shopify is very exciting, as we're saying, because that's a trusted platform. I know that guy Damon from Shark Tank, he's invested in Shopify. And when people come into Shopify, they get like a feeling that like it is at Amazon or like even at eBay, they feel that they are protected. And it's interesting, we are internet marketers, but a lot of people, like especially my non-IM friends, they don't like the long sort of sales letters. Just particularly, they think it's a bit scammy. And I think, would you agree, when someone comes to a store with Shopify, they feel that the average person out there that they feel quite protected with that Shopify brand?
Yeah, they feel very protected, especially when you install certain apps. Like you can install a security app that basically shows that your site is secured. So you're basically having the same trust factor as eBay and Amazon.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that. So I like what you say. Guys, I've been through Aaron's training just to tell you what it is, and then we'll let Aaron give a little bit more of insight of what you're going to be getting. But for Aaron's, it's called the Shopify Cash Formula. It's a video course where Aaron starts exactly what is Shopify, how to set up your store, how to get these different apps. Most are free. There are one or two that are paid. And an app is, as I said, that would allow you to, for example, have a magnifying glass over the product, or to be able to allow social comments, which are so important, and to be able to have a security button at the bottom. So these are like apps. So you build up your store, you've got total flexibility. As we said, the major difference just that I picked up is that if you had to be sitting directly on eBay or Amazon, you do have some built-in traffic. But this way also, what I like, as I said, is Aaron is using money, pay traffic, $5-6 a day, not more than that. But at the beginning, certainly you don't need more than that to be able to test out these campaigns. People are coming and buying, and then Aaron, you're going and fulfilling them at the store that you saw on Alibaba, AliExpress, or Amazon. That means that you drop shipping, and I can see how it's scalable. I mean, I'm going to get into it because I can see that it's exciting. I like the work that you're doing. So your course, let's just tell the guys, a Shopify Cash Formula. How much is the price at the moment?
So right now the price is $97.
$97, great. So let's just go over that again. When someone purchases Shopify Cash Formula, they've decided that they want to start using Shopify, they want to start having an e-commerce store. they buy your product. How long would you say I mean, it took me about 3 hours to go through the videos. I mean, because I did have 1 or 2 breaks in between. How long will it take them to get through all the material?
So yeah, so about 2 or 3 hours, and then after that, they can see their first results within about a week. I know some people have started in about 3 days. They've saw their first sale.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you go through that and it's all there, guys. And Aaron's made it very easy. What I like that you've done, Aaron, is that it's like Microsoft Excel. For example, Microsoft Excel and Word,
Hmm.
but Microsoft Excel, you know, we like I know it pretty well. I maybe know about 20% of it, but it's good for me, and I can still work on it daily. And it would be overwhelming to know that product inside and out. And same thing for Shopify. It's very easy from what you've shown in the training, and I'm about to now set up my own Shopify store. But I can see that you also from the training, you help us just not to get that analysis paralysis, not to go mad, and just to keep it simple, and then you can always tweak it later. And that's
Hmm.
what you also show of how to find good products to start off with. And I like what you said in your training, and I hear you saying it again now, is that it's important to stick with 1 or 2 products at the beginning, because otherwise you're going to get burnt. So
Hmm.
start off with 1 or 2 products and then take action. You don't need to rattle your brain for 2 weeks of the best products. In the course, you show us that secret website that we can go and see what's trending right now on Amazon and eBay, so we can go and see exactly what's trending, and then we can pick out a product. I like what you say. It should be between whatever, like $2 and $4, just so it could be that impulse person. They're willing to splash out $4. It's nothing massive for them at the beginning, or
Hmm.
$6. We'll follow your Facebook training, which is awesome, that you show how to niche down and then how to target those people and how to look inside the Power Editor, which I've only started using, and the Power Editor has been a bit scary, but I like, you explained some cool stuff in there. And then they've got that 14-day period of a free period with Shopify. And then basically from there, like someone like myself and someone that's watching, I guess we'd go for the basic plan on Shopify. What's that, about $30 a month?
Yes, that's correct.
About $30 a month. So that's worth having. And that's, guys, you've got 14 days, and just think about it. First of all, you're going to get Aaron's course, which is tremendous value. I mean, $100 or $92, it's amazing for the education that you're getting. And then with Shopify, set it first. I would say first pick up the training and give yourself realistically maybe even a week, so you can watch it a few times, take notes, set up your free account, and then as soon as your free account's ready, you've got to hit the ground running to be able to use those 14 days to really cut your teeth and test. And if we say, realistically, Aaron, that $29 plus, if we say we're doing $5 a day, that's $150 plus that 29, say $200 a month, that would cover all the advertising at $5 a day plus the monthly $30. So $200 a month is very, very, very achievable within 14 days if we follow your advice and take action and don't mess around.
That's correct. And the ROI, I forgot to talk about this, but the ROI is usually it sits around 50 to upwards of 100%. So if you spend like $5, then you could expect to get like up to $10 in return.
Nice. Well,
Hmm.
look, I want to make it realistic for people. I think if we follow your training and we have this as another solid stream of income, and if we can get, my goal for myself and for my students with the Shopify, Aaron, will be $200 a day. Because if we can earn $200 a day, that's $6,000 a month as an income stream. That's unbelievable. I mean, that's 30 days times $200. That's $6,000. That is, I think, following your training, that's very realistic to get you $200 a day if we use our brains, take action, and listen to what you say.
Exactly. Exactly correct.
Awesome, my brother. Awesome. So, congratulations. All I want to say is that thank you for coming onto my show. Thank you for giving me the review access, because we built up a good relationship. And guys, that's what you see. I'm in a position now that I can contact a guy like Aaron and I say, please, dude, I want to see your product because I'm getting into it and my customers are going to be interested in it. So he was wonderful to share it with me, and I've reviewed it for you guys. It's really great. As I say, you can tell from this interview that I've been through it. And yeah, it's a great price. Aaron, you told me that you're probably going to be increasing it because, it's hell of a underpriced. The guys, depending on when people see this interview, but the price you said is $97. When are you looking at sort of increasing it, as you said?
I actually thought about actually taking it down in about 5 days. So, it's not even a thing about the price. You know, the market's not going to really get saturated, but I want to be able to train a select few of people so they can get results first, and I might relaunch later.
Nice. Okay, I hear what you're saying. So, guys, I'm in. As I said, Aaron was great to give it to me, but I've already applied for Aaron's secret Facebook group, which I'm in. Thanks for approving me today. I appreciate that. So, guys,
No problem.
$97. You're going to come in. I can promise you it's awesome value. It's just a no-brainer. If you've watched this interview and you see the sales page, etc., which you'll see there'll be a link here on the video and a link below. Plus, what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to give you guys some bonuses for e-commerce bonuses. I've been looking for some cool bonuses, which I've already found some nice stuff there. And, Aaron, I know that I'm asking for a lot here, but today is the 29th and it's Wednesday the 29th. Is it possible that you can keep it open for 1 week for us, and then we understand, then I know that you're going to need to take it down?
Yes, I can. And you did speak on bonuses. There's also I'm throwing in my eBay course. It's called eBay Cash Formula, and that one did really well. That's actually how I first got started with e-commerce, and it's a great start for most people.
Awesome. Wonderful. That's good to know. I'm looking forward to go through that. So, guys, listen to what Aaron's saying. Listen to what I've been saying. What Aaron is not for 1 minute saying that you shouldn't have an eBay store and an Amazon store, because you can have that as well, and that can be another source of income. But it's worth taking advantage of this awesome Shopify. You can go onto the cutting edge and the bleeding edge, because people know about Shopify, but a lot of people haven't got into it yet. And this course is very well priced for where it's sitting. Aaron, I've seen other courses that cost $1,000 to do Shopify. I haven't bought them because I went with you. But for $100, guys, it's like basically you buying a franchise. That's what you can think of it. You're basically buying a franchise. So, Aaron, thank you for the time that we've spoken tonight. I really appreciate it. For anyone that's been watching, Aaron, and they can see how well you're doing, you're such a young guy. Talk to us about how important focus is and determination and perseverance. What's that advice you can leave us with today?
Yeah, so basically, it's all about just taking action and not being stuck on the certain niches. I give you about 100+ niches that you can go into, and you just got to be really focused. Don't try to do too many things at once. Just pick 1 or 2 products, like I said, and just see how those go. And you don't have to make 20 ads in a day. Make 1 ad, and once that ad starts doing good, you create multiple. You start to scale up, and you just got to be really persistent and focused. Dive into training. Don't skip trainings, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Guys, you heard it from Aaron, 25 years old, awesome guy from LA, doing very well. And I'm a 38-year-old young chap sitting in Johannesburg, also going to make this work. And you guys, wherever you are, you can be proud owner of a e-commerce store that you don't even have to buy the stock. You can be your own little Amazon and grow from there. And, Aaron talks in the course as well that if you build up a great store, you can always sell it. That's a great asset. And there's a lot of people all the time looking to buy a awesome running, well-oiled Shopify store. So you can always have that as an exit strategy. And it's if you put in, think about it. If you put like 3-4 months of effort into a great store, and you could sell it maybe $100,000, someone would maybe buy it. So that's over R1,000,000 in South Africa. It's a lot of money. Aaron, thank you so much. I wish you all the best of luck, my friend. I'll be watching you. Guys, Saul Maraney from Johannesburg, South Africa. We've got a week. I mean, you've heard from Aaron. It's just genuinely going to come off the market. If $97 is a lot of money for you, that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Put the money on your credit card and then make a commitment to have it paid back in 30 days. Because I think that $100, I mean, we could waste $100 on a night out or drinking or partying the way that some internet marketers party. And for $97 here, you're getting a whole education. So guys, Saul Maraney from Johannesburg, South Africa. We'll speak to you all soon. Take action. Aaron, all the best of luck. Cheers.
All right. Thanks, Saul.